What's up, Brite Nation?
What's up, Brite Nation?
Dude, we are
in Las Vegas, baby.
We're in Las Vegas for something, as you can tell, very, very special. We are here specifically for the Mint 400 because we were invited, technically we were invited to race. Unfortunately, for everyone who is wondering, we are not racing. We have not had the time to actually go over the bomber car and essentially prep it for another race so soon after King of the Hammers. We've just been so busy with everything else. But we are here for the experience and to share that experience with all of you. And first up, one of the coolest things about the Mint 400 is the parade down Las Vegas Boulevard, which, believe it or not, we were actually invited to participate in. So you guys will get a first-hand look at what this is gonna be like, and we are super stoked about it. Okay, so quick history lesson. The first ever Mint 400 was in 1968, and it's about a 400-mile desert race. And they are about to let 160 of us run down, well, not run, but like crawl down Las Vegas Boulevard, which is sick.
Drive is the better word.
Thanks, Kev. Yeah, they're about to let us cruise down Las Vegas Boulevard, which is freaking sick. Super sick. But there are 360 teams registered this year and about 800 drivers. And there are a ton of different classes that you can register with. It doesn't have to be this crazy built, insane, expensive race car. There are a lot of different and kind of interesting classes. I technically have no idea what class they are competing in, but they are racing this year in the Mint 400, which is sick.
Now, I grew up in Las Vegas. I've driven up and down Las Vegas Boulevard. I mean, I used to just cruise the strip as soon as I got my license.
Hell, your what?
What, my 72 Nova? Yeah. And I've also been up and down the strip in limos, like that one you just saw. I mean, for years, even before I had a license, I'd steal my parents' car and actually drive up and down the strip.
And yet, somehow, Kevin has never attended a Mint 400.
I've never been to a Mint 400.
So this is our first time together.
And I've never driven down Las Vegas Boulevard in a race car, which I'm honestly super excited for that.
Stoked.
I'm a little...
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, well, I plan on racing this in the future.
So maybe not a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I plan on racing this race in the future. We just have to get to that point. I'm not racing this year. We're gonna, you know what? It's just like King of the Hammers. We went a couple years before, we experienced it, and I was like, I want an Ultra 4 car. Now we're gonna experience the Mint 400, and I'm gonna want a desert car.
Guys, y'all don't understand how expensive racing is. It is so expensive.
But desert racing isn't as bad, especially if you do one of the side-by-sides. You can do a class 11, you can do a class 5, way cheaper.
I might do a little buggy. I could do a little beetle.
That's what I'm saying. You could, look, she says it's expensive, but honestly, you could do this, and that's kind of wanting.
Class, it's something that just about anyone can honestly experience in their lives. You just gotta build whatever limousine or whatever you want.
There's everything. You can literally go pick up a side-by-side, get you and a few friends together, get the safety equipment, and come on out and race this. It's not like you have to qualify. Like, you don't have to race to get into this race. You just have to pay and show up with your friends and a good time.
And then don't die.
Well, that's a good idea.
There's technically even a military class in the Mint 400. Like, that's so sick. Look at that.
And Brittany's over here talking about how expensive it is, which it's really not because you can clearly do it on a motorcycle.
King of the Hammers was expensive, but also King of the Hammers was expensive because we competed in the 4400 Unlimited class, which is like the biggest, the baddest that you can get. But even KOH technically has classes that are a lot easier to get into, a lot easier to race, a lot less painful on your wallet or your bank account. Now, if driving our race car down Las Vegas Boulevard isn't just sick enough, on Thursday, which is today, they also do an off-road festival that takes up the entirety of Fremont Street. We got to park this at the VP Racing booth, but like the entire street is just nothing but sick off-road and desert racing vehicles and vendors.
Super badass.
It's a little windier today though than it was yesterday.
Will you guys sign my pizza topper? This goes on top of my Gladiator while I deliver pizza.
Are you guys so sick? Yes, of course.
Wherever you want to sign. And hopefully I can make it an E3 event. You guys can sign the Gladiator too. Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Got it. I got stretchy. There we go. There we go. All right. Hold on. I got it. Holy cow. All right. All right. Ready? All right. Yeah, look at that.
Can you touch the ground?
Oh, yeah. Look. I got it. I can do a wheelie on this. God, that is so tall. Holy shit. That is tall. So we rented a Trinity Racing exhaust on our old Turbo S, which sounded absolutely phenomenal, especially a turbo and the choo-choo noise and everything. They got one out for the new Pro R now. Now it comes with a center exit exhaust, but for them to fit their cans in here, they had to bring it across the back, but it sounds freaking good. I'm gonna have them start it up so you guys can actually hear it.
So it's Friday.
Yeah, it's race day.
Race day.
You know, normally we'd be out there at the track already, but it's like, I don't know, it's like 11.
He doesn't have a watch on.
Yeah. It was like 11 o'clock. We just got up. We all had to go to Starbucks because
we're all basic.
So, yeah, what do you get, Chris? So, what do you get?
Venti white mocha.
A venti white mocha.
Chai latte, baby.
And
I don't drink coffee. Strawberry acai refresher.
I get ham and Swiss croissants. I don't get a drink.
It's like 10:30ish, and we're on our way to the racetrack. This is kind of the bliss of not racing. There's no stress. We kind of set our own schedule. And
Partied all night.
We got to enjoy Las Vegas last night. We just get to enjoy ourselves in general and then share the experience with you guys as a spectator, which is way less stressful than KOH and racing.
A little bit.
It's a lot cheaper, too.
Where's the guts and the glory with eating Starbucks at 11 a.m.?
That's the glory of it.
I want a trophy truck. I guess the guts part is like praying to the porcelain gods all night after partying in Vegas. What do you think you're doing?
Making my own parking space.
Works for me.
We finally made it. Fashionably late.
The mid 400, baby.
Kevin's already getting the itch.
I am?
Different kind of itch, Kevin.
We are in Vegas.
So legitimately, no. Kevin is getting the itch. Kevin's been talking about desert racing and selling the bomber and getting
and this
a
guy
desert
right
car.
here has a chassis for sale. He's got a roller chassis what, 6,100%, right?
Trophy truck 6100.
Yeah, he said it could be. That was just by
Kevin's
accident that
gonna
he's
buy it?
walking by. Yeah. So I'm gonna buy it. Chris is gonna finish it. You said it just needs wiring and plumbing and an engine.
Yeah. And a body.
And a body.
Just everything else. Just everything else.
Just all of the important parts. I'm not desert racing. I'm not desert racing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That is the worst part of King of the Hammers, is the desert lap. Granted, we are in a solid, spooled chassis, but
These things float a little bit better. Like you're
It's
on a
still
water
the-
pit.
These are meant to be out here. The Bomber's not, which is why we're not racing. So
Well, and we had no time
if
to
we
prep
buy a
it,
specific
but-
desert vehicle, I can race specifically in the desert.
I feel like
Sounds like a done deal to me.
Kevin keeps... Quit! I feel like Kevin keeps forgetting that the main reason we've decided not to race anymore is because it's fucking expensive on that level. And on any level he's gonna want to race in. He's not gonna settle for like the low stuff. I already told him we could build something just cool, custom, like the limo, but not the limo, but like do something just super rowdy and fun that would be not nearly as expensive and like a super cool blast, like Document.
Or a purpose-built desert runner.
Or purpose-built, super expensive desert runner. Yes, because we can afford that.
I'll build anything you want.
You have to find a different co-driver.
Or we have a Pro R. But honestly, side-by-sides, like, do you guys care if I run a side-by-side, or do you want to see me run a trophy truck?
I think the side-by-sides are like 1 in a million. I like the Bomber. I don't want to get a trophy truck. All right, Kevin, tell them what your idea was.
Oh, they weren't here. So my idea is next year they need to add another category.
Another class.
Another class. Driver has a steering wheel, co-driver has the pedals in a desert race. And maybe not 400 miles, maybe they get like 200 miles. But through this shit, could you imagine? Like,
Oh
so
my
it would either make the best of friends.
Best of friends if you're in the lead, or it would turn driver and
What the-
co-driver
you don't know what
against
to-
each other.
like, and everybody
It would
has-
end in divorces
or good friendships, but the
or
main
good friendships.
the main goal would have to be to have in-car camera footage and
Yes.
audio, because you have to listen to
People yelling
what's
in
happening.
the left.
Stupid
Yeah.
Turn
What are you
left.
doing?
What are you doing? Your other driver! Your other driver!
We can't just Flintstones this shit.
Just take out the floorboard.
And if anybody wants the bomber
We're gonna
car,
blur that out though, so that your phone number, your personal cell phone number, is not on the YouTube. So we're gonna blur that out. However, for those of you that were asking, yes, technically the infamous Phil Stein Lite Brite Bomber is for sale. We don't have to sell it, but if someone is willing to buy it for the right price, they can, because that would help to finance any other stupid idea that
other
Kevin
things that-
freaking
I
has.
mean, we're at the Mint 400. I'm looking at.
Trophy trucks, more expensive stuff, even though this was already way too expensive for us to deal with. If no one buys it, we still probably won't race at KOH again, but we will be there
This is
in
my idea.
Kevin's
This
idea.
is my
Okay,
idea
Kevin's
is
idea.
next year when you come out to KOH, we will do paid ride-alongs on like the qualifying course, or
The
set
short
something,
course or
yeah,
something.
set something up to
This
where
isn't official. We still have to talk to King of the Hammers
They'll be
and
fine.
everyone and make sure that they'd be okay with it.
They'll
but
be fine.
that'd be cool to do like exhibition stuff and like fan ride-alongs and stuff in an Ultra 4 car. A lot of people don't ever have that
yeah,
opportunity.
you bring your SD card. We'll film you with our little DJI, take you on a lap, and then you get your SD card back and. You have a
Or
ride-along.
if someone buys it, Kevin will buy something even stupider, I'm sure. Wait, have you never ridden an Ultra 4 car?
I haven't been like out
She
on.
went down the block in it, but
Yeah, that's
hasn't
about
been in
it.
Okay, so Beck gets first dibs, and then all of you can ride on it. just to give you guys a level of production that goes into something like this, check this out.
Whenever I see those little like
So this is a $25 million production truck, Liz. So it takes about 30 plus different feet from helicopters, ground footage, cameramen, drones, everything across the entire remote desert. Feeds it all together, and these guys are not just clipping from camera to camera. You've got, look at all the people that are in here working, choosing when to make cuts, they're editing, doing the replays, figuring out when to do in terms of these guys talking. Like, this is wild. Kevin are out here filming with our iPhones. When you watch these remote desert races like King of the Hammers, the Mint 400, the Baja, like, this isn't easy. And not only is it not easy just with all this, but they're out in the middle of BFE, literally nowhere, with limited Wi-Fi, limited satellite access, and somehow they still manage to bring us super sick live footage. It's insane.
And I think he's going to get quicker as the race goes on, but now we're back to our current physical leader in Ryan Arciero.
Just look at the pace of this car.
Wow, look at that, just dancing.
Thing like what he's doing with his foot on the gas, like, because he has to manage it so much.
That vehicle is very balanced.
Oh, man.
Talk about somebody who knows himself. Right now we're getting reports that he's at 125 miles an hour.
Look at how hard the bird is trying to keep up with him. I mean, it's just insane.
That's Lauren Healy, I believe, there. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Good call.
Yeah, that's where you see that all-wheel drive just eat.
Guys, it is freaking wild how some of these cars out here
Cars? I haven't seen any cars.
trucks, cars, whatever.
There's some cars.
Some of the vehicles out here are capable of what they're capable of. Like, you thought this thing defied physics. Like, it's wild to me.
No, it's cool. I was actually just watching one of the trophy trucks doing 143, 145 miles an hour across the lake bed, just like zooming, and then hitting a G out so hard the whole front of the truck literally stands up in the air. I'm like,
We would have just lawn darted.
Yeah, they just keep going. It's like they were bunny hopping. Boom, boom, like off the ground. It's crazy because nothing out here. I can't say nothing out here, Lauren Healy's vehicle, but nothing else out here couldn't go through a rock trail, right? They can do this desert stuff, and they have they have the same horsepower.
Same horsepower.
Crazy travel and suspension.
Yep.
Way more money probably into at least the trophy trucks.
It's just the way the trucks are set up.
It's just the
not that.
difference of capabilities. Like, what we do at King of the Hammers is wild, but like taking this and doing that in it, thank God we didn't.
No, and even
We'd both be 6 inches shorter, and Kevin's already
I'm
short
already
enough
short
as
enough.
it is.
And even Lauren Healy's vehicle is like meant to be the best of both worlds. If you watch him going through the hard whoop sections, you can see him inside of it. I mean, he was moving
The
a lot,
body
right?
of his Bronco versus the body of the trophy trucks, there's still such a massive difference
Huge.
in capability
At
and
least
performance.
from the outside looks. The trophy trucks are literally like they're floating on a cloud. Lauren's suspension's going crazy and the body's pretty flat, but still you could see them inside.
He's
He
still
was
limited
taking-
in travel because he's all-wheel drive.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's
And
four-wheel
these trophy
drive.
trucks,
It's just
droops right out of them.
It's just crazy to me how you can take a vehicle and you can build it to do exactly what you wanted to do, and there's 1,000,001 ways to do it. It's crazy, whether you're a rock crawler or a desert racer or anything, like whatever you want.
And there was that little
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and some of the new trophy trucks are actually four-wheel drive now. But what's crazy is you think, okay, it's four-wheel drive, it gets out of the hole, they'll be faster, they have the same power or more, but 1, 2, and 3 right now are two-wheel drive trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
they
you
can't
limit your
quite-
travel. You limit your front travel.
Yeah, they can't quite soak up the whoops like a
Well,
two-wheel
they're-
drive long, like the long A-arm set.
Yeah, and they're heavier because you're adding all that extra, so they're heavier, but they have more traction, but they don't
Less
have much
travel.
travel. So it's like everything's a give and take, and technology's coming along. But some of the old tried and true setups are
Most of them are all
right
two-wheel
there.
drive.
Yeah.
It's just, as a motorhead, and as I'm assuming some of you guys are motorheads, if you've never watched different variation of just motorsports, especially off-road motorsports, it's wild to just watch stuff and experience it from a different perspective from a different motorsport because it
It's
blows
crazy.
my mind. Like
And-
we do stupid stuff and this still blows my mind.
And Brittany got offered to ride in a top tier trophy truck with one of the
I
top
did.
drivers.
It won't be in this video, but hopefully it does happen because I would love to give you guys a first-person perspective of what it's really like in a trophy truck seat. I think it would be crazy.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. Let us know in the comments if it's something you want to watch. We went,
Woo, we saw.
We partied.
we came back,
We made it home safe.
no one died, and it was a freaking blast.
That was super fun.
So the Men 400 1010 recommend as a spectator, or if you want to go and do something wild and actually drive in it.
Like we're doing next year.
Says who?
No, I don't know.
As you can see, we still have the bomber with us, so no one bought it while we were there. So as of right now,
It's still for sale, guys.
Kevin's dreams of a trophy truck are still just dreams. But guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Remember, you can find all your Lite Brite Nation merch and decals at litebritstudios.com. As always, guys, we love you, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Mwah!
That's right, back to the show. Start recording right now, because remember what happens in Vegas? That shit goes on Facebook 2 hours later. All right, drop that track, DJ. All right, here you go. Damn, you ain't never played Just Dance? Yeah, follow him, man. Here you go. 3 push-ups, fellas, just 3 of them. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a cartwheel, fellas. It's just a cartwheel. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. These fellas auditioned and made it. We now have white chocolate and vanilla ice. Give them a hand.